Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and I'm so thankful to have you here with me today. My name is Ethan, and in this video, I'll be doing a general collective energy reading. Now keep in mind, this is a general collective reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And as a quick disclaimer, I am not a professional. These videos are for entertainment, introspection, and spiritual healing, self-discovery. I make these videos for fun, and it's just a creative way for me to express my intuition. Now, this reading carries a powerful energy around truth, inspired action, divine timing, and soul-aligned connection. This reading is meant for whoever is ready to step into alignment, release hesitation, and trust what is unfolding, even if it hasn't made complete sense yet. Now, the energy surrounding this collective right now is one of activation, not forcing, not rushing, but responding when the inspiration arrives. This is about clarity meeting courage. You are being asked to be real with yourself, trust in divine timing, take inspired action, refine, release, and receive. Now, for the overall energy of this reading, I pulled the cards Full Moon in Virgo, Take Inspired Action, the Full Moon in Aquarius, Be Real, and the last Quarter Moon in Virgo, Attend to the Details. Starting with the Full Moon in Virgo, Take Inspired Action, this full moon energy is saying that you already know what needs to be done. Virgo doesn't ask for perfection, it's asking for presence and intention. So this is about grounding your ideas into real, tangible steps. Ask yourself, what have I been thinking about but not acting on? What small action could I take today, even if it's just baby steps? Stop waiting for everything to feel perfect. Inspired action creates the momentum needed for success. The full moon in Aquarius, Be Real energy. This is radical authenticity energy. So Aquarius says to stop minimizing yourself, stop editing your truth to fit others, and stop abandoning your authenticity for comfort. Aquarius energy is very much like a visionary energy. So you're being called to choose alignment over approval. Other people may not agree with your goals, but again, this Aquarius energy is like trailblazer energy, visionary. So the advice here is that if something feels draining or misaligned, your soul already knows why, and you need to honor that truth. Now, moving on to the last Quarter Moon in Virgo, Attend to the Details. This lunar phase is about refinement and release. So you're being asked to let go of inefficient habits, release self-criticism, and simplify where you may have been overcomplicating things. Overcomplicating. I can't talk. Not everything needs fixing. Only what is blocking your flow. Now, the Oracle guidance cards that I pulled to help this collective move through this energy are Divine Timing, Timing, Trust, Success, Inspired, Inspiration, Breakthrough, Creativity, and Grateful, Gratitude, Anticipation, and Appreciation. Starting with the Divine Timing card, this indicates that nothing is behind schedule. You are on schedule. You're on track. Even the delays were protection. They had a purpose. Even if it was just for you to go into hermit mode, some time to introspect, to reevaluate, to refine. And you may not have realized that you were doing it because it could have been on a subconscious level. Now, if you felt like things weren't moving fast enough, this card reassures you that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that what's meant for you is aligning behind the scenes. Moving on to the Inspired card, this is the breakthrough energy. So expect sudden clarity, intuitive downloads, creative downloads, and motivated burst of energy. Might be a manic episode. We love it. Just try to stay grounded with it. And with the creative downloads, like intuitive downloads, for me personally, there are many ways that this happens. Sometimes it's out in nature, but this morning actually, I woke up around 3 a.m. with just a random creative thought. And what I'll sometimes do when this happens is like I'll wake up, half asleep, pull out my phone, and go on the Notes app and type out like whatever came to me, like the random creative, download that I got at 3 in the morning. And sometimes I'll forget about it, and a month later, I'll find that note in my Notes app, and I'm like, oh yeah. And I don't know where they come from exactly, like where those thoughts come from, but I mean, it happens. So that's kind of what I'm getting from this energy. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to your dreams. If you're having a conversation with someone and all of a sudden, like, you just have this clarity and you're like, oh my gosh, I should do this, or this is the next step, or that's an awesome idea, I can make money, I could create art, whatever it is. It'll be different for everyone. But this reading as a whole, these cards, it's very much visionary, creative energy. So, again, the advice here is that when inspiration strikes, you need to act on it. Don't overthink it, don't doubt it. That spark is guidance. Finally, with the grateful card, gratitude is your manifestation accelerator. What you appreciate right now will multiply. So something that I recommend doing is that each day, just name out 3 things that you're grateful for, even if they seem small, because the energy will respond to your appreciation. The energy that you put out into the world, it will come back to you. It can just be something as simple as I'm thankful that I have heat to keep me warm during these cold winter temperatures, Like just anything to kind of lift your mood up. Like, I am grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for my pet, I'm grateful for my parents, Now, moving into the tarot spread, this is where I was clarifying the energy. We start with the Sun and the Magician. And on an individual level, like, these are both really awesome cards for manifesting, but combined, it's powerful. The Sun says joy, success, clarity, and visibility. And the Magician is the manifestation energy. So you are the creator, you have the tools, and you are ready. Together, they confirm that what you focus on now will become real, tangible. It will materialize in the physical 3D realm. So, be intentional with your thoughts, words, and actions. Moving on to the Queen of Wands and Strength. This is leadership energy. Quiet confidence, inner power, self-trust. You don't need to prove anything. Your presence speaks for itself. The guidance here is to stand in your power without forcing it. Confidence does not shout, it radiates. You don't need to over-explain. You don't need to fight back with people. Just stand your ground. You don't have to waste your energy on people who don't understand you. Because if they don't understand you, that just means that it's not their mission. It's like your inspired action, your goals are just not part of their mission. And that's okay. I know a lot of people get all mad and they want to prove that they're right and this person's wrong. And, I'm guilty of that too. But this energy is very much like, stay in your own lane. Stay in your lane, focus on what you need to create, because it will be beautiful in the end. And even if the people around you don't appreciate it, there will be people online who appreciate it. So, you just have to kind of like expand your horizons. And I feel like that's what that Aquarius energy is doing, where it's all about humanitarianism and that visionary expansion, not expansion, but taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. Now, with the High Priestess, this is telling me that you need to trust your intuition above all the external noise. You don't need external validation. Trust your intuition. Again, the dreams, synchronicities, if you wake up at like 3 in the morning with a creative spark, type it down in your Notes app. You don't have to actually act on it, but eventually it might build. It might all kind of snowball into a creative venture in the future. So, the advice here is to listen more than you speak right now. Your inner voice is clear. the Three of Wands and the Knight of Arrows, these combined show that momentum is building. It shows progress, incoming communication, decisions being made swiftly. It's like your ships are coming in. So be ready to respond when opportunity appears. It may move faster than expected. Now, the Four of Cups, this is kind of like a warning. Not a bad thing, but it's saying don't miss a blessing because it doesn't look like how you imagined it to look. Really think it through. Have the mental clarity of this Knight of Arrows. Because it might seem like kind of dull, but maybe it just needs to be polished. So don't discredit it. Don't discredit it immediately. And, you know, it could be because of like emotional disengagement, boredom, or disappointment. It could just cause you to overlook something meaningful. So stay open, stay present. What you're waiting for may already be here. Now, with the Star card and this Empress card, even though they're like separated, with the Star and the Empress, this is all about like healing and abundance. This is like faith being restored, a guiding light kind of energy. So this is renewal after a period of emotional or spiritual fatigue. You are being reminded that you are worthy of ease, love, creativity, and support. Something is growing, slowly but beautifully. With this Queen of Arrows right here in the middle of the Star and the Empress, to me, this is about your self-criticism, being harsh on yourself. So release any harsh self-talk, release inner criticism, and release any kind of mental rigidity, if I can talk. Again, be open, because an opportunity may look dull, but there could be a lot of potential there with all this inspired energy. Like, you can create something from nothing. That's the energy I'm getting, the visionary. Now, we end the overall spread with the Two of Cups. And this is alignment, harmony, and mutual connection. Equal give and take kind of energy with a partnership. Both of your cups are filled. So it can represent a soulmate connection, a meaningful partnership, emotional reciprocity, or just a balanced energy exchange. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be co-workers, it could be family, it could be friends. Take it how it resonates. So when you honor your truth, aligned connections will naturally flow to you. So the affirmations that I wrote down for this overall energy are that I trust divine timing, I act when inspiration calls, I honor my truth without fear, I am open to aligned connections in abundance. What is meant for me flows to me with ease. So, once again, this reading is about trusting yourself, trusting in the timing, and allowing inspired action to guide you forward. You are not behind, you are not missing out, you are aligning. Now, if this reading resonated, let me know by liking the video and commenting that I'm aligned. If you'd like more collective readings, synchronicity messages, and intuitive guidance, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, trust the timing, trust yourself, and keep following that creative spark. Thank you for watching. Bye.